What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another RC Propaganda video. Doing something a little different for you here today. I am experimenting with doing some voiceovers. Got a new microphone, and I figured this would be a good way to put it to use because I'm limited on time. So I can set up my time lapse, which we're going to roll into in a minute here. And I kind of can just talk over and let you guys know what is going on. So in this video, I am going to be prepping my Losi Lmt for an upcoming race that I have. So when you are watching this, I will be on my way to the race. So if you're new to the channel, you might not know I joined this race league for monster trucks. I'm obviously in the 2.6 class. It is not a LMT specific class, but it is a lot of fun, and I have learned a lot already. I definitely needed to prep my truck, so that's what we're going to get into today. And I'm just going to kind of let you guys know my thoughts and what I am doing to try to improve my race times. The last time I jumped the light, so I did not do good in the races, but I had a decent freestyle offering, so I'm actually doing okay in the series, and I plan to complete all the races. So hopefully I can get to every race and have a strong showing, and if I finish in the top 10, I will be pretty happy with the outcome. It is a lot of fun racing these monster trucks, and I really look forward to this race. So let's just get into this time lapse here, and I'll kind of talk you guys through what I am doing to try to get a better showing in the race. So let's get into it. Alright, so here we are. I have to check my manual because first up, I definitely need to do some shock tuning. I went stiffer on the springs, right, because I was bashing this truck before I decided to get into this race league. And I am definitely bouncing way too much off the jumps. They're pretty small. You don't get a lot of air. But I definitely felt that I needed to go back down. And I had forgot what the stock oil was. So here I am going to rather disassemble the shocks and get them working just how I want them. I read the book, and stock is 25 weight, so I think that's what I'm going to go back down to, because I believe I bumped it up to 35 weight, and she was stiff, and the bounce was definitely too much. So here I'm just disassembling the shocks. You can see I got a nice little glass of whiskey. I like to enjoy a nice whiskey on the rocks sometimes, depending upon the brand. I like it neat, so I like to enjoy that. Adult beverage while I work on my RCs sometimes. It's been hot as balls out, so you can see I'm wearing a tank top, which I don't usually wear that. It's just a weird side note there. Working in my small little space I got here. So first I'm just tearing the shocks down, really simple. And also I recently picked up some green slime, and I am going to add those into the shocks and just try to help them retain oil the best I can. I use that on my crawlers, and I've had some good success. So get that shock rod end off, and you just push the piston right out on the shaft, and then you take off that lower piece, and you can pop the seals out. There's another little plastic spacer in there, and I took the piston and kind of just pushed it through, and it caught and pushed the little plastic piece out, and then I went ahead and I added the green slime. So here I am, just working like a madman, trying to get stuff done. I was been very busy at work, so finding the time to do this can be concerning, but it is what it is, and I make the time for my hobbies and try to get stuff done. So I am going to keep moving around to all 4 shocks here. Looks like this time lapse is going pretty quick. It looks like I'm trying to figure out how to put my tires back on. They are directional. If you haven't noticed, I'm going to run the new Proline demolishers. I haven't even tried them yet. I have a whole video recorded, and I actually, to be honest with you, I went out to test them so I could finish up that video, and I put the hubs on wrong. I put the screws on from the back, so they weren't really holding anything. So that was my bad. You live and learn. It just seemed obvious that that was the way, but apparently I was wrong. And then I saw the wheel and saw the holes for the bolts and realized, wow, I'm an idiot. Sometimes, I just go too fast and I don't pay attention to what I'm doing. And yeah, but you learn from your mistakes. So needless to say, I won't be making that mistake. So it looks like I have moved on to the front shocks here. This was actually the next day. I needed to stop the first night. It was getting late. I needed to get my sleep. Like I said, my job was demanding this week. A bunch of crap work all by hand, so couldn't use my machines. So I've been a little tired, but I really want to have a good showing in this race. So I need to get this stuff all prepped up. So here I am, just doobie-doo, working. It's actually not that difficult. It looks like of a job, but you just need to find the time to do it. So here I go, doobie-doo, just working for the living. I don't know, I messed up the lyrics to this song. What do you want? I'm not a singer. Alright, so it looks like I'm putting the shocks all back on. They went on pretty good. You just got to kind of get the pivot balls straight so you can get them in the slots. But the LMT so far has been pretty dang easy to work on. I haven't had any complaints. So looks like I'm taking a break a second, and here we go. I'm going to put the llantas back on. Tires for those English-speaking people. I mix in my Spanish because of Mrs. Prop. I speak a blend of Spanish and English. I don't really speak fluent in neither one. Here I go. Looks like I'm almost done. Okay, yep. So here I am. Another thing, this is moving on to the next part, is I am going down on the pinions. So stock is 14, and I was running a 15, and I believe now I went back to a 13 just to keep my temps down. It's going to be really hot at the races tomorrow, and obviously I would like some more acceleration. It's a tiny track, so why not gear down? So I'll have to figure out how the truck drives in the practice because I haven't had any time to drive it. But other than that, everything is staying the same on the truck. All I'm doing is no preload really, just very little on each corner to keep the height down for the best handling I can get. But other than that, that's it. I just went down to the 25 weight oil, down to a 13 tooth pinion, and that's about all I can do for tuning for now. So I'm going to wrap this up, and the truck will be ready to go. But let me know what you guys think of this kind of voiceover. This is my first time ever doing this. It's interesting here, but let me know. Appreciate you guys all watching. Don't forget to leave a comment down below. Make sure you hit the like button, and I will see you guys in the next video.